Hello, everyone. There's a few of you in chat already. Hi, everybody. How's it going? Welcome in. Throw your likes down now so you don't forget later. We're trying something different today. We have a little bit different overlay than typical. Got to figure out the angles for this thing. But yeah, we have an overlay today. Trying this out, see how it goes. We're back with Veilguard. I want to do this just because, like, it makes it so you can see everything on screen in the game. And also, my beautiful face. Which is okay looking at best, let's be real. Okay, what were we doing? Oh, right. Emmerich, Walking the Stone, The Secrets of the Kunari. And then we have all these side quests. Hello, Crow! As we play a Crow. We had Gate of Hell and defeat the champion. Okay, yeah, we mostly just side quests can do. But we can go to Kal'Sharok with Harding. Harding is required. You know who else is required for any Harding quest? If I'm not romancing them, at least. Tosh. Tosh.
Thanks for coming, Rook. I hope the Kal'Sharok dwarves have some answers.
Answers? Oh, you silly girl. They have answers for nobody. I like the overlay, but what do we think, guys? We think we need to make the webcam a little bit... the webcam part a little bigger and the game part a little smaller, or do you think this is fine? What do y'all think? Because I look at some of my mutuals who do YouTube, and some of them either have massive face cams or like the tiniest fucking face cam. And I'm like, which do people want? You like it? The face cam seems like a good size. I'm not going to make like specific overlays. I think this is just going to be my catch-all overlay with the beautiful blue. Oh. Whoop. But thanks, Cass. Made it myself. I learned how to make overlays. Ha 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 ha. Now all I need is art assets. Which I have, actually. Come on, Deep Stalker. But is the webcam big enough, you think, Cass? Or should I maybe make the webcam part a little bigger? Oh, right. This part's going to be hard because I have necrotic damage and lots of it. And Deep Stalkers and Darkspawn are resistant to necrotic damage. Well, we have a Tosh, and the Tosh can go fire hot. Webcam bits. Cool.
Someone named Stalgard? He told me to come here. He seemed nice in his message.
There we go. All right. Stalgard. Well, let's not stall him. I'm hilarious. No, I'm not. Oh, I was checking something behind me. I was like, what's going on with that? Part of me's like, maybe I should just get a green screen.
What this Stalgard is.
A new friend, I hope.
A friend?
We're supposed to meet Stalgard here.
You know, maybe he's not stalling. Maybe he's just on his guard. I should really start posting in, if you're okay with the cast, your server when I go live, because I know some people would enjoy it. Whoop! My goal is to get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Maybe. Might not be doable. Could be, but... Actually, could you do that for me right now, Cass, if you don't mind? With your... You know, I mean, you're a mod. You can post it. Because I'm, like, playing. I mean, you're in my server, aren't you? Have I invited you to my server, Cass?
How do you know about it?
Not Rum's Valvar, but the House Wolf Run Discord server.
A Kunari gold hunter from Rivain.
Oh.
So you've heard of us. You have brought a strange assortment to our gates.
Oh.
Miss Harding. Someone did their reading.
Yeah, I do also tag at everyone a lot, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for everyone in my Discord for how often I do at everyone. Come watch.
By the ancients. Does that mean anything to you?
Also, Cass, emotes. Show off the emotes, Cass.
Follow and keep your weapons ready. The roads are dark. The creatures there even more so.
Especially because we got Tosh in the party, and she just, or they just did a grumble. Sorry, it's so hard with that for me. Not because they're non-binary, but because half the game that I've been playing, like off screen on my own, they still use she/her pronouns at the beginning. So like I hear that, and then my brain has to readjust. But I know it's they/them, and I will call them they/them.
Come like the darkspawn, or be destroyed by them.
Not much of a choice.
Yeah. Look at all those beautiful emotes drawn by Antivan Crow in the chat, by the way. Also, if you guys are anyone watching this later or in here from the Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play I just started uploading, I just started uploading my Dark Urge run, and wow, yeah, a lot of you liked that.
Some to the corruption, some by their own hand, and some found another way. Atuva Galta Satot. The stone is colder than death, as they say.
Darkspawn.
Darkspawn.
I play as a Grey Warden too much because my brain instantly goes, oh, Darkspawn, easy. But now I'm like, wait, no, I'm not good at Darkspawn. I'm good at Antam this run. My least favorite enemy in the game is still these little fucking pus ball throwing bitches. Come on. Oh, I didn't post in the server, did I? I didn't post in the House Wolf Run server that I'm live. I'll do that after this fight. That was dumb of me. I knew I was forgetting something I had to do. Duh, I'm an idiot. Gods, give me 2 seconds, guys. I forgot to post in the server. I mean, Cass, if you're cool with me posted in Plains Beyond, or if you want to post in Plains Beyond, like, hey guys, Cole's live. It'd be awesome. Up to you, though. I know it's your server. I don't want to impose. Sorry, guys. Give me a second while I type this. Because you know, Cass, you're one of my favorite peeps. You're one of my favorite peeps. Oh, thanks, homie. Thanks, homie. I appreciate you. Now back to the game. Now back to playing the actual game of video. Oh, wait, shit. I forgot to do that, too. One more second, guys. I promise. I promise. I'm normally not bad at this. Playlist. Oh, wow. It's been so long. It's been so long since we played this game that the playlist is like way at the bottom. I'm sorry. Sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. I should have done this beforehand, but I was rushing. Love you all. Dragon Age. The Veilguard. Yeah, safe. Ah! Good. Okay. Now I can come back. I'm so sorry. I thought you were American. Don't remind me, Cass. I don't wanna be.
Dark down here.
Being American is not fun. Being an American, not a great time sometimes, man. Most of the time. Alright.
It grows too quickly these days. And it
Y'all see, like my new armor, Cass? You weren't here for the last stream.
Blight?
We got some fancy duds on now.
somewhat. Long story. The corruption here has its
I fucking love Stalguard. He's just like, here, I'm gonna say this incredibly cryptic thing.
We can do that.
I will stay on guard.
Talk about this incredibly cryptic thing that nobody should know about, but then just like not explain further. And it's like, what do you mean, buddy? What do you mean? I actually really like Stalguard, and I kind of wish you could make an Orzammar dwarf in this game because of the lore implications and stuff. Oh! Good thing you can't die from falling in this game. Ha 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 ha! Is that better? It is better! Hey Harding, I got your cool looking gear now. Whoop! I said a hip hop, the hippie to the hippie to the hip hip hop, you don't stop to the bang bang booey and up the chuggy and the blah 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 blah. I also love how Harding has like her little rinky dink like patchwork bow, and Rook's over here with this like golden, beautiful, amazing piece of art. Boop. Okay. No, we're not putting Davern in the ugly armor. Why would we do that? Davern has to be pretty. Although, to be fair, Davern looks good in everything. He'd look better in my Rook. What? I didn't say that. What do you mean? What do you mean? Okay, where am I even going? Supposed to deal with some blight. Listen, Davern just needs to take a seat on my Rook. Okay. I am so dumb. Can tell I haven't played this part of the game in a while. Also, it's just the Let's Player curse, so the streamer curse. Like, the second you actually start recording, you're gonna, like, fumble around like a moron. Do-do-do-do-do, wa-ba-ba-ba-bee. Whoop-ba-ba-bee-ba-ba-bee-ba-boo. Also, Cass, I want to point out that this version of Valerius de Riva is not as much of an asshole as the one you met in the Dragon Age D&D campaign. Which, if you guys are watching this, you guys will see that on the channel fairly soon. The Dragon Age D&D campaign will be coming to the channel soonish. I know I've been saying that for like 4 months, but we've also been recording for that long. So I'm trying to get a bulk of episodes up before we start uploading, because I learned my lesson with Plague of Beasts. I uploaded the first 2 episodes, and then 6 months later uploaded episode 3. I learned my lesson. D&D Valerius. Listen, he's just young and trying to be cocky and like prove himself, and being really, really mean to Bambi in the process. But yeah, so this Rook, for those who are wondering, all the Rook backstories will appear in the D&D campaign. Just obviously the Rook for my main playthrough, Wolf Run Thorn, He's the one that canonically becomes Rook. This guy's not going to end up becoming Rook in the D&D campaign timeline. He's still going to be important, but he's not going to be Rook. Because why would we want a rogue Rook? Pfft. Warrior all the way. Also, Crow Rook just doesn't hit the same as Warden Rook. I'm now saying things deliberately to poke at Cass. I keep wanting to hit R1 right now, or L2, to like aim my bow, because I've been playing a lot of Mass Effect.
Someone's watching us. Something not.
Yeah, it's right over there! Hey, look! Evil Harding! Actually, you know what? Can I get a good look? Yep, there she is. There's Evil Titan Harding. There she is. It's wild that she's just standing here staring from a distance. That's wild. She's going to disappear in a few moments, but anyway. Crow Rook is everything we... Listen, Crow Rook is my, so far, third favorite Rook, okay? It just doesn't hit the same... It definitely does not hit the same as Grey Warden Rook. I'm sorry. Like, that's just... But that's hard to top. Grey Warden Rook is really hard to top. Because Grey Wardens have so much extra dialogue. It feels so canon. And I say so far because Shadow Dragon Rook was really good. It was really good. But as of this point in like the playthrough, I think I like Crow Rook about the same as I did my Shadow Dragon Rook as of this point. So we'll see how they end up. But Grey Warden Rook absolutely feels like what they want to be canon. They just have so much content. The Crows get plenty of content, I guess. But like comparatively, like the Crow Rook versus Warden Rook, it's like not even a close. The amount of content they get, which isn't actually saying anything about Crow Rook. It just says what the devs like determined was more important, which was the Grey Warden's shit. Square up, Cass. If we squared up, I would be looking well below. I would be looking straight down. Listen, I bully you, Cass, but it's because I love you. It's because you are my homie. And Cass, you need to play a Grey Warden Rook just to experience it. I'm playing a Crow Rook for you. You need to play a Grey Warden Rook for me. Harding, heal me, please. What? That totally hit. Oh, I forgot about my triple attack. The Grey Warden, that was my... Oh, okay. Grey Warden just gets so much more content, though. Slim to none, Harding. We're in the Deep Roads. We're still technically in the Deep Roads, and... Have you played Shadow Dragon yet, Cass? Because Shadow Dragon was good. I plan on doing, after this run, because obviously we're doing our Davern Romance of this run, I actually do plan on doing a Davrin Romance Grey Warden run, because I feel like the Davrin Romance with the Grey Warden will... It'll remind me of Alistair and my original Warden. Striker said this was my first one, Grey Warden, second one, Crow. Oh, okay, cool. I thought Crow was your first. I know, with as much as you love the frickin' Crows, man. Hi, Shadow Harding.
Wait, did anyone else see that? I thought I saw someone.
Oh yes, I saw a little you running away.
Shadow.
I saw a tiny you running around, Harding. You didn't see the tiny you running around? What are you talking about? There was definitely a tiny you. I need to play a Morn Watch, honestly.
Better be ready.
Oh, shit. I've heard Morn Watch is really good. I will never play Lord of Fortune, because I've heard Morn Watch and Veil Jumper are both pretty good. I will never play Lord of Fortune, because they got no content. They got zilch content. Nothing. But remember, guys, anything I say about this is just my opinion. My opinion is not the law. And also, I want to state that the fact that people deserve equal rights, everyone deserves equal rights, is not an opinion. That is a fact. And if you're going to sit there and tell me, oh, that's your opinion, which I had a guy come into one of my chats and say, what's your opinion that inclusivity is good for games? I'm like, no, it's a fact. Like, everyone should be included. Gatekeeping is wrong. Well, not all the time. Sometimes gatekeeping is okay, like when it's keeping bigots out of your space. Who's a big hypocrite? Well, only if it's hypocritical to want evil people to not be around, my friends. Oh, so become someone's anti-LGBTQ+, that means they're evil? Yes. Yes. Period. End of story. What if they are LGBTQ+ and anti-LG and they're against their own people? Then they're evil. Listen, I may have gotten in a few arguments today with neckbeard incels. I hate neckbeard incels so much. Oh, thanks, babe.
Don't stay there.
I also just don't understand how anyone can be, like, anti-woke and enjoy any good RPG. There is no good RPG that has conservative morals. Like, objectively, there is no good RPG that is conservative. Because, hey, guess what? Conservative people make awful art. There is no good art made by conservatives. Well, at least when it comes to storytelling art. I will say that. When it comes to storytelling art. Like books, movies, video games, shit like that. I had someone say, what about Call of Duty? And I'm like, are you trying to tell me you think Call of Duty has ever had a good story?
Let's destroy this blight and get out of here.
Like, enjoy Call of Duty all you want, but no one's playing it for the story, my guy. Like, I will stand by that. There is no good conservative, like, stories. No story that is based entirely around conservatism is good. Look no different than Shad Brooks' Shadiversary's Shadow of the Conqueror, that horrendous fucking bigotry-filled, alt-right bullshit fantasy book. Oh, and watch, I mentioned Chad Brooks. I mentioned Chad Adversity once for 5 seconds. He's going to make a 3-hour-long response to that sentence. He also just doesn't know anything about sword fighting, which is how he got started. But anyway, enough talking shit about bigots. Never! How's everyone doing today? How you doing, Cass? Remy, how was work? I know I didn't get to talk to you much before I had to run up here and stream after you got home. Open. Open. You know you're a parrot when you start saying normal things like open. Like, open.
The blight growths have weakened.
So, we can keep going?
Yes. Come.
Okay, on this bow, I have a question. Where the fuck is the bowstring attached? Whatever, it's a video game. It's a video game. You doing good? Doing better? I know you and I have had a rough week socially. But anyway, we don't need to talk about that. I just want to make sure you're doing okay, and we can escape from reality a little.
And show respect when you enter the sanctum.
Yes, of course.
No worries, Cass.
Who are we meeting?
I will let her speak for herself.
Okay, so we know it's Volta, right? I have a theory. Yeah, once for Morzamar. I have a theory, because I have pointed this out. In my first playthrough, I didn't mind it very much, but on further playthroughs, I do.
She's keeping the blight away.
Harding's personal quest does not feel like it should belong to Harding. It feels like it was made for a completely different companion, but they wanted a returning character from Inquisition, so they went with Harding instead of Varric or Dorian, which was also originally planned to be a party member. And I'm sad that we didn't get him. Oh yeah, so Emmerich was originally Dorian. And all of his romance scenes originally belonged to Dorian. And I'm a little salty about that, but anyway. Obviously they would have had different context. But my theory is that Harding... Okay, can you stop talking for 5 seconds, Harding?
Do you think Stilgard would mind?
I get it. End of your, like, this world-shattering shit for you. But I'm trying to talk about how you kind of don't belong in this storyline. I don't think Harding... I'm not saying Harding doesn't belong in the game as a character. She definitely does. But I feel like they originally had a different party member planned for this. And I think it was Volta. I feel like Volta was going to be a party member. People keep having babies. Oh, man. I think Volta was supposed to be the party member that went through this dwarven thing. And Harding was originally going to have nothing to do with it. And I think Harding's story would have benefited a lot more if instead of focusing on the dwarf aspect of her, they focused on the fact that she is a devout Andrastian. With everything that's revealed in this game about what Solus did, having her be revealed as having her as a like hardcore Andrastian and have that be the focus of her story and coming to terms with her faith and like what her faith means now could have been way more interesting than what we get from Harding. And it also would have made that final choice at the end of the game, which I won't spoil too much, be a little less fuck you to the dwarves if you pick Harding. If that makes sense. So I feel like originally Harding we were going to have another mage party member, and it was going to be Volta, is my theory. But they changed it because they wanted a less of a character, and boom. But in the art book, we don't see anything about Volta, really, so, like, that's just a theory. Or maybe it's something I want to be, and something that would, hey, as a writer, the Dragon Age the Veilguard writing team had some amazing people who did great writing on it, and it also had some people who do not know how to write worth a shit, like Mary Kirby and John Epler. And I feel like it should have been Volta filling this role. And do I think I could have written that in better than they shoehorned Harding into this? 100%! I feel like I know more about Dragon Age than almost everyone who was on the writing team in this game. Not Trick Weeks. Absolutely not Trick Weeks or Karen Weeks. Like, no. They both know. Yeah. There's some people on the writing team who know far more about... Ooh, yeah. But, like, half the team, I feel like, understood what they were supposed to do, but did not execute properly. Especially Mary Kirby. But also, that was on the writing team too. Why did John Epler give the person who said, I can't write romance, why did John Epler put her in charge of writing Lucanus? Who was supposed to be spicy, by the way. And Mary Kirby just had no idea how to do that. Sorry, tangent over. But, yeah, no, I could have done such a good job. But, I still like Harding as a character, and she definitely fits in the game, and she needed to be in the Veilguard. She did. She is a core character to the team feeling like a family, like this whole found family dynamic that Veilguard really wants you to feel, and I do feel to an extent. Harding needs to be here for that. We need that tie back to the previous games a little bit. Apparently we're going to have a lot more when it was Dreadwolf, like Calpurnia and a few other characters, but this whole story, and yeah, I know, we're about to meet Vault up here, she's going to be the idol, and so they made it work. They did make it work to an extent, but this would have been better if it had been Harding, if it had been Volta in Harding's place for this questline specifically, being an awakened dwarf, that's what I've been calling her. A stone-touched dwarf. And having some different character, or maybe not even have it be an oracle, have it be a titan that Volta has to talk to. It would have been so cool. But you know what, we can't fight it. We can't hide what we were doing. We can't go back. Gods. And EA didn't learn their fucking lesson, because EA was like, oh, the game didn't meet our... Which also, EA's expectations were fucking unrealistic, man. Like, people are like, oh, this game flopped. It wouldn't have flopped if EA... Wouldn't have been considered a flop if EA didn't have ridiculous expectations for this game, sales-wise. Like, the sales expectations of this game were higher than any sales expectations in a previous BioWare game. By a wide margin. And yeah, it's the sequel to the best-selling BioWare game ever. That was 10 fucking years ago, EA. But anyway, their logic for why it didn't hit the numbers we wanted was, oh, if we had made it live service. No, you trying to force them to make it live service is what killed it. Because if we had actually gotten the 10-year development cycle and gotten Dreadwolf, or even then, just gotten Dreadwolf at all, just gotten the original game, we probably would have gotten it like 3-4 years ago if we would have. Sorry. Tangent over. People keep having babies? What's 9 months ago from February? I don't know.
Is that a rock that just looks like a person? Or a person that...
I love Sassy Rook.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, good. Thanks.
I will say that is one thing that, like, is funny, like, if you do it a couple times, like, is that this, or is it this? Yes. That's funny occasionally. Veilguard uses it a lot. Like, there's several times that happens in the game, and it still works for Sassy Rook dialogue and the characters that say it, but, like, recycling jokes, it's not noticeable on a first playthrough. It is very noticeable on subsequent playthroughs. I still really like this game, but I think it's dropped slightly below Dragon Age 2 in my ranking of Dragon Age games. I think now it's Origins 2, Veilguard, Inquisition. And its writing is nowhere near as good as Baldur's Gate 3's. I'm sorry. Its combat is arguably more fun, though.
A course of creation and of connection.
Isatuna. The song.
When the Titans fell, we awoke, but the melody was already lost.
Cool.
The dwarves.
We were always just shattered fragments of a greater whole.
Greater whole. I'll shatter the fragments of your greater whole. I'm sorry.
My magic.
South Park, the shattered fragments of the greater whole.
But why? Why did this happen? Why do I remember Isatuna? What happened to the Titans?
I feel like my big thing for like why Harding came back over some other Inquisition characters is simply because so many people wanted to romance her. I wish I had Lucanus here, actually. I brought Tosh because I wanted them to bond, but like, I wish I had Lucanus here because I love Lucanus's dialogue about the rock. Like, Harding, how did you piss off a rock? It's so fucking great.
I didn't do anything.
Oh, I guess headshots don't matter. Are you weak to... Oh, you're vulnerable! Oh! That's why I like linking Lucanus to this mission. Come on. Okay, you do that, you do that.
That construct probably robbed up the wildlife.
Oh, ow. Oh, fuck you, Deep Stalker. I hate Deep Stalkers. They're fucking annoying. Get it. Oh wait, I don't have anyone that detonates Sunder. Damn it. Should have done the other one. Come on. Come on, come on. Spin to win. Hey, Hank. They're unpleasant to look at. I mean, facts. They are. They are very strange-looking little creatures. God damn. Okay, this is getting frustrating. Rogue is fun to play, but man, is it weak. It's probably because I picked to be an archer. God damn it, game. Literally, the second I get it... Tosh, do you have... I didn't put the aggro ability on you, did I? Get him. Why do you do that all the time with that ability, Rook? Like, I'm locked on to a target. You should target the guy I'm locked on to. God, honestly, if I ever play this game again on stream, guys, I'm not playing anything but a warrior, ever. Fuck every other class. And, well, okay, and then I got in fucking corner juggled. This is my own fault for upping the difficulty to Nightmare. Harding, heal me. Fire breath, please stop. It's the fact that they stagger. Why do Dark Deep Stalkers fucking stagger me? How? I'm about to break my fucking controller. Fuck off. This is supposed to be the DPS class, but I do less damage. And honestly, this is my biggest gripe with Veilguard, is the fact that the enemy aggro is broken. Okay, now I'm going to target it properly. You play for story and enjoyment. See, that's the thing. You've been on the channel, Hank. You know I like difficulty in my video games. So I'm bitching right now, but I'm still enjoying myself, if that makes sense.
Why does everyone think this is my fault?
And the Deep Stalkers are just going to keep respawning, so...
Someone follow up.
I need to give Tosh that, That's bullshit. That didn't... No, that hitbox was wrong. Come on. Whoop, whoop. Both attack him. And headshots don't count on him, so I can't even get my super awesome ability out.
Got him in position.
The fact that a golem can teleport makes no sense. Come on. Get it.
Coming at range.
Get it. And the dark spot. This is what the fights are bug. The stupid Ventori, especially in the conscription, an enemy had targeted game. So why did my detonation go off on some rando with a shield? Fair. I'm like, listen, I'm bitching. I'm sitting here bitching right now, but I'm still having fun. I'm still enjoying the game, even though it annoys me. And if you enjoy me getting angry and raging, leave a like on the video.
Everyone alive?
Did you feel it? Fury. Such fury. And with you as its mark.
Yeah, what'd you do, Harding? What'd you do?
But why?
Because you're powerful.
Your new magic. It could be seen as a threat.
Could be.
There are horrors in the depths. They have awakened to you now.
Mm-hmm.
Look within for your answers.
Show up enemy fights, lets enemies target the companions. I mean, enemies do target the companions in the previous enemy games, like, a lot. Especially Mass Effect 1 and 3.
She does that. Really?
Those odds. Oh, I'm a rock. I love Stalkguard.
Weren't answers. She gave me nothing. Come back. Make her come back.
Harding.
Ugh. It's all right. I'm all right. Sorry.
You sure?
We're done. Let's just get out of here.
Okay. I just like how that statue looks fucking nothing like Volta.
Okay.
We're still gonna flirt with Harding.
Are you brooding?
Doesn't look as good on you as it does with Fenris.
Effective and mysterious. I read that in the Randy Dowager.
And how's that working out for you?
I don't know. Do I seem more attractive and mysterious?
I think you're always attractive and mysterious.
Oh god.
So why don't you tell me what's wrong?
just that whole visit to the Oracle.
That pissed me off too, if I'm being real.
I barely got to speak with her. And then being attacked by that creature.
Yeah, it probably wasn't fun.
It's supposed to be a good thing.
I think you can, yeah.
What's good about this?
I just wish I knew what to do.
We're not going to flirt too hard with Harding. Keep safe.
No matter what,
We're probably romancing Davrin.
we watch out for you. And prepare for a fight.
You think it'll be a fight?
When is it not?
Maybe there's nothing to do now, but wait and see. I'm grateful for all your encouragement.
I don't understand why you would, like, discourage Harding, though. Like, as much as I, like, kind of vented about how I don't think the storyline fits Harding, I think it would be fitting for a different character. I don't get why you would discourage her in using her magic.
Maybe she'd expected too much. Maybe there were no answers to be had.
Maybe. Also, guys, if you're new to the chat, welcome in. What do y'all think of the new overlay? Tried something a little different so y'all can see the whole screen and my face. Oh.
But far below the surface, something was moving. Determined to be seen. And fighting to be remembered.
Ooh. That my favorite romance. Still have completed bar, but it's in progress. Might change my favorite. That's how I felt about Tasha's. Tasha's was my favorite, and then I did Balara's, and I was like, "Oh, this is real good." I'm liking what we've gotten of Davrin so far, but to be fair, Veilguard doesn't really have the best romances. Like, and that's, I mean, I still enjoy it. I like I said, I still really like this game, but the more playthroughs I do of it, the more I kind of see the cracks in the armor. It's still fucking amazing. Well, I wouldn't say fucking amazing. It's still a good game. If that makes sense. I mean, it is still a good game. Like, that's just a statement of fact. But, like I said, I think it jumped down a little bit in my Dragon Age ranking of games. Like, a little below Dragon Age 2. It's, like I said, still like it a lot. What am I still going to do? Return to the Sealed Order. Oh, we're not ready for that. Defeat the champion. Defeat the champion. Oh, right. There's two big champions. Find a way to use the wolf statuettes in the lighthouse. I already have those. I haven't done anything yet. The champion's essence. Okay. I'm probably going to do most of the, like, champion essence ones off screen. It's a good game, and things that gave us NB character are Kissable Dwarf armies. Yeah, I can agree with that. Let's do these quick side quests real quick, and then we'll go on to the main story. Actually, there's probably quests we can do, like, in some of the cities, right? Yeah, like, I probably have side quests to do here. Yeah, I don't have anything to do here, I know that, because I always overdo that. New quest there. Or Grace Pot. I don't have anything in the Hall of Valor or Ravane. Yeah, let's just go do some of these, like, conversation quests real quick, and then we will move on with the main plot. Ashton. Thanks for having. Oh, you know what? We were nice when we were romancing Tosh, but Valerius is a little shit, so he's gonna poke the bear a little. Of course you don't, because you're no fun. Just because Shathan is a stick in the mud. It's also so crazy how short elves are in Dragon Age. But I'm not even going to lie, all my other characters are Kunari, for the most part. I had one human character, and one human male, and one female elf. But my other two rooks that I've played and almost beaten through the game have been Kunari warriors. In 3. So I've beaten the game 3 times as Kunari warriors. Once as an elven female elf mage. And one as a human warrior. Did it on purpose.
Sounds like they didn't want you to read it.
Yes.
Listen, I love Shathan's growth. throughout the game.
To the first
She just pisses me off at this point.
You mean the first expedition?
Your history teaches that Kunari landed on Thedas 300 years ago, in the Steel Age. This is true, but incomplete.
I just don't feel like playing a human very often in games. Which, no shade to playing humans. Wait, I've done loads of Kunari and dwarves, Arless on the second elf, and I've finished one human. I just don't have a lot.
Is what I study.
I just don't have a lot of interest in playing.
This is not Iskap.
It was gonna take too long. I wanted to hear about the tablet.
Did you?
Yeah?
I just.
As I said,
I don't like playing a human personally. Playing a human in RPGs for the most part, unless like the other races are. Like, I do in Dragon Age Origins, just because I don't like being short. I don't like being short in games. It bothers me.
the sentence is a march, not a race. Hera, Marad, Zeshab.
I'm trying.
I'm glad you came, Panaidan.
That was sweet, at least at the end. But I like,
She used she.
I always like playing other races. Like in D&D, you will not find me playing a human.
She was
I will be playing
like that.
a half-elf, a Goliath, a Dragonborn, a Asamar, but I will not usually be playing a human.
You'll do it when you're ready.
Or Tiefling. I like Tieflings too.
Well, if that's what you want.
No.
Nah, she'd kill you. I'll tell her. She deserves to know.
This isn't about her.
Yeah, exactly. It's about you.
It's right for you.
It's about you, Tosh.
Thanks.
I don't know what it is about me not being able... Like, I can clearly actually play a character shorter than me, but, like... I don't know. I don't like it. Oh, Harding wants to talk. Oh, is this... Humans can be a bit bland, I feel. Human companions, especially, are great when done well, but human protag... See, the thing with human protag... I have written some great human protags. Like, I have. And I enjoy human protagonists almost every time I read them. And play as them. And when I do play as them in games, I like them. And they're kind of amazing in the fact that, like, they're just a regular guy in a world full of all these magical and crazy strong
No, it's not.
races of people. Like, the fact that a human warrior can go toe-to-toe with a Kunari warrior is impressive, if they can.
Dragons are natural.
Like, think about this. Think about Hawk.
Spawned monsters or just
Hawk
came later.
would not work as another race.
You handle archdemons. I think at
Like-
White's was messed up.
In all kinds of ways.
Like, Hawk would not work as an elf or a dwarf. Definitely not as a Kunari. Like, I've heard people say, oh, Hawk would work as a dwarf or as an elf. I'm like, I don't think they would. I think Hawk needs to be human. Especially in Kirkwall. And it's kind of that moment of, like, just the regular guy standing up to monster. Like, the fact that if you're a mage, Hawk, it makes sense. But if you're a rogue or even especially a warrior Hawk, and you 1v1 and defeat the Arashok, that is insanity to be able to do that. The pinnacle of Kunari's strength and power, and a human beat him? That's crazy. So that's why I think people do like playing humans. Like, I have a couple friends, like my friend Zach Savage Lore, used formerly know Something Savage. He almost exclusively plays humans in video games and in D&D, because he likes that idea about them. Now, in a world like Dragon Age, humans are not really lesser in most regards. Like, elves are a little better at magic, dwarves are a little bit sturdier, and Kunari are pretty much better physically and magically every way around, but humans are still good at everything and have a place of political power above all the other races except the Kunari. Because the Kunari don't give a shit about human politics. But it's like, human characters can be great, and protagonists, like, they can very much be done amazingly. I'm just gonna watch. Like, they can be done so well. A lot of authors don't write them well. A lot of video game writers can't write human protagonists well. But when they're done right, like Hawk, or even more so, Shepard in Mass Effect, they're so good.
Right.
And like my favorite way to play Origins, the human noble origin is the best written origin. Like all the way through the game. It has the best written content. Period. To me.
Didn't before.
Right up there with the dwarf commoner.
Unnerving.
The elves got the shit out of the stick in Origins, honestly.
And is really bad at it.
I still love this line. Does that make sense, though? Like, why humans can be really well done, but sometimes they're not? As a kid, I always played humans, because I just wanted to make me. Now, I make me, but not human.
Yeah, that would be. I haven't had that particular dream. These days, I just dream I'm being chased, hunted.
That's also a dream regular people have.
Glows red.
I like the dwarf origins.
And
They're fine. They're good.
But I don't know how I know.
But it's pretty clear in Dragon Age Origins. We'll actually talk about this conversation in a second. But in Dragon Age Origins, like in every other game, like especially in Veilguard, like you can make the argument the Grey Warden is the most canon because it has the most like story about it and has the most like backstory stuff that you can experience through the game. But at the same time, all the other factions are still viable as the canon if you really look at it. In Origins, I don't think there's any way you could argue that the human noble is the one that fits the most into the canon of the world. But there is no canon, right? There's not. But the human noble is the one that would, like, if it were a book or TV show, that's what it would be. The Dalish Elf just doesn't have enough going on throughout the entire game, like, barely. Even when you're in the Brazilian Forest, you get such little content as a Dalish Elf. City Elf gets a lot more than the Dalish Elf. And the Dwarf Noble gets a lot in Orzammar specifically, but the Dwarf Commoner gets more throughout the whole game. But the Human Noble and the Circle of Magi, the Mage origin, are the two that feel the most relevant to the story. And that's something BioWare got better about. Well, obviously with Dragon Age 2, they just didn't give you an origin, you just played as Hawk. And in Inquisition, your origin didn't mean jack shit. It did not matter. But again, with the exception of being a female Dalish elf, or a male human noble. Like, Inquisitor Trevelyan and Inquisitor Llewellyn feel much more like they're supposed to be canon than Adar. And I don't even know the dwarf one's name, I can't remember, but like... BioWare has never done a great job at that, and they did... But I would say in Origins, my favorite... If I had to rank the Origins, like, for my personal favorites, it's Human Noble by far, Dwarf Commoner, City Elf, Circle Mage, Dwarf Noble, Dalish Elf. Cut off romance with Harding. Express romantic interest in Harding, does not commit to a romance. Cut off romance with Harding. Try a drink before bed.
You considered having a stiff drink?
I'm glad that this isn't like you're dumped kind of thing.
Yeah, you can keep your whiskey. Thanks for the laugh, by the way.
Anytime.
And now, I'm gonna get some sleep. And hope the dreams are
Kadash, that's what it is.
safe.
Good luck.
How'd I forget that? That's Shale's fucking name. Adar and Kadash were definitely afterthoughts. See, here's the thing. I don't feel like Adar was as much of an afterthought as Kadash because there's companions like Iron Bull in the game. And also the Trespasser DLC. Kadash doesn't get anything. Anything. At least Adar gets that. Okay, what are we doing next? I need to play a Dwarf Rook and just see how that goes. Emmerich and... I'm going to be Davern. Oh, I dropped in here. Haha. But that's the thing, right? It doesn't really matter. It's just going to depend on everyone's different like choices and like wants. Like, I've met people who swear up and down that the Dalish Elf origin is the best one. And I'm like, you do you. I think you're wrong, but that's my opinion. And I'm just kind of sad that that's the only, like, really well-done Dalish Elf story we've gotten in these games. Like, the only one where it seems like they actually care about the Dalish.
This haunting.
Midnight brings music from
The spoils of the Qunari. Spoils of the Qunari armor fit them.
Any other might get.
Those are the ones I almost exclusively used with my Valdras, I think. Let's do this first before we do. Well, like, the whole thing with the Qunari armors not working, that doesn't mean they were an afterthought story-wise. They were definitely planned from the get-go. It's more like they just, like, the Frostbite engine at the time, they didn't have much time to work with it, and they couldn't make Qunari work right physically. Veilguard definitely did a much better job about that.
There's that haunting man I mentioned. The famous.
Oh dear. It's poor Reldevar.
Reldevar. That's actually a cool name. Emmerich, Davrin, get him. This might be my go-to team, honestly. Emmerich and Davrin. Come on. Snipe. But, like, Dragon Age just hasn't had the best track record of anything but humans mattering in their world. Veilguard is really the first, and Inquisition were the first two games where it felt like a race other than human actually mattered to the narrative. You know what I'm saying? And in Inquisition, and even that Inquisition, the Qunari Inquisitor doesn't feel like they matter until Trespasser. Like, it feels like it doesn't matter that they are Qunari. Oh, but like, yeah, in Veilguard, it seems like they've done a really good job of making it. It's almost like they've made it not matter what race you are, but your race still does matter for dialogue and character and stuff. But my problem with Veilguard and the characters and stuff, yeah, Kadash never matters. Yeah, like, yeah, in Origins and 2, it doesn't truly matter who you are unless you are a Kuzland. Then you matter. Which is kind of like, which is sad. It really is that sad. And then Dragon Age 2, of course none of you matter. It's Hawk. In Inquisition, if you're a human or an elf, you matter. Oh, wait, Trespasser DLC. Now the Kunar. And even in the Descent, Kadash, the Dwarven Inquisitor, does not feel like they are important in the slightest. Like, they get almost no dialogue about being Dwarven in the Dwarf-based DLC. Come on, get out of here. But Veilguard, it feels like a lot more. But like what I was going to say on that note, with Veilguard, the problem isn't that your character doesn't matter depending on the race. It's that... Oh, what? Oh, I stepped in the muck. It's that Rook does not feel as important as the party members, to me. I love Rook, and I love their character, but they don't really feel like they matter as much as Davrin, or Balara, or Nev. Like, everyone else feels more important, especially Tosh. Tosh is like the savior of the Qun, if you pursue the Qunari route. And it's like, cool, I'm just Rook, I guess.
Is it just just me, or was it extra cold around that thing we just fought?
That was Ernest Reldevar.
Ernest, of course his name's Ernest.
Attempted to delve into the deepest regions of the Fade. What's left of the unfortunate man tends to wander.
Well, and then with Inquisition, it's the opposite. The Inquisitor, even though they are a boring plank of wood, which Rook is not. Rook is actually a fun character. Even though the Inquisitor is a boring plank of wood, and no matter how you play them, if you want to give the Inquisitor personality, it has to be like you have to give that context yourself. It's not in the game. Like, no matter what you do, the Inquisitor is more important than everybody, no matter what, even though they're the least interesting character in all of Dragon Age. Like, it's just, they just don't matter. And it frustrates me. Like, the other party members don't matter as much as Rook, or not as Rook, as the Inquisitor. Meanwhile, Rook matters so little. To everyone, it seems like, even though they are the most interesting member of their party. Like, objectively. Like, they should be the most interesting member, but they're not as important. Like, we finally get another Hawk, another part, and it feels like they were trying to recreate Hawk for us. They were trying to recreate that feeling of the main character and the party both being crazy important to the story and the world and the lore. And it just didn't work as well as it did with Hawk and Hawk's party. So Inquisition's companion missions were sorely lacking. What the heck was that one on Vivian's mission? Why does he matter? Oh! Inquisition's companion quests, if you can even call them that, were horrendously horribly done. I was going to say horrendously done, but, like, they were horribly done. Like, there's not a single one, except maybe Cassandra's, that actually feels like it was worth being called a loyalty mission. Like, Iron Bulls is one little area, you don't even get to see the Chargers fighting. If those were done with Veilguard style, they would have been great. We would have gotten a 3-mission arc about Bull having to choose between the Chargers or the Qun instead of it being a last-minute thing. Character development was the thing Inquisition cared about the least. Inquisition did not give a shit about developing the characters. And it's the only Dragon Age game that has that problem to me. Now, granted, some of the characters in Inquisition have amazing character development despite this, like Dorian. And I get what they were going for. They weren't going for the Mass Effect style, like, or Veilguard style, like, lots of, like, character companion quests mission, no loyalty missions, we don't need those, da-da-da-da-da. But here's the thing. They've always been in the game, like, they wanted to go back to Origins, and that's the thing. Origins had that problem, too. Alistair's loyalty mission is going and talking to his sister, who's not really his sister. Liliana's was killing her old teacher. The only one of them who has like a full-on loyalty mission are Sten and Morrigan, really. And Wynn, funny enough, the character that gave the least attention. And Shale! And then Dragon Age 2 had really well-done companion quests. And then Inquisition did not. Inquisition had half-baked, bare-bones companion missions. And it escapes me because it's so as fucking grindy and bloaty as that game is, why did they not put more time into the companions? Like, that's one thing. I've heard people try to say that the companions in Veilguard, like, I will say this. The companions in Inquisition, you can definitely argue, are better written than Veilguard's. That you can definitely make that claim. 100%. Because a lot of them are. Like, there's not a character in Veilguard I think that's as well written as Dorian. There's just not. Or Solus, for that matter. But, like the closest ones would be, like, Davrin and Bellara. And Emmerich, for sure. But, like, Bull could have been the most interesting character we've ever gotten in a Dragon Age game, And instead, he's just there to be kinky.
Instructions.
And give you a lot of information about the Qun. That's the only reason he exists. Put time into Sarah's character arc, or put that 250... Oh, God, yeah. And yeah, instead of putting time into character arcs, they were like, we need to have the fetch quests. We need to have all these fetch quests, because people want fetch quests. That's what they missed from Origins, was the pointless fetch quest that no one ever does in their Let's Plays. And speaking of Sarah, there has never been a character with less fucking development in a BioWare game. Like, holy shit. Sarah gets no character development, and it's wild. Characters from KOTOR 1 who have much more character development than Sarah. And the fact that people still try to argue that the characters are the best thing about Inquisition, I'm like, no, they're not. Inquisition has like 2 or 3 really well-written characters, and the rest are just there. And you know what? One of the best-written characters in Inquisition is not even a party member, technically. It's Cullen. Cullen is like the best-written character in Inquisition. But here's the thing. That great character development requires the first 2 games to... knowledge of the first 2 games to make any sense. Oh yeah, I don't like Sarah's character at all. And every time I say it, people are like, "Oh, are you homophobic?" And I'm like, "No! Sarah's just poorly written." Yeah, Sarah has such an interesting like concept of a backstory, and then they never fucking do anything with it. But, like... And that's the thing. People complain about the character writing in Veilguard because some of the dialogue is a little wonky, and I'm like, okay, but here's the thing. At least every one of these characters is competently written and has a complete character arc. There are some that are, like, lesser than others when it comes to how well they're written, but still, like, they at least all have a complete arc, right? There are, let's see, who has a complete character arc in Inquisition that's a party member? So we're not counting Cullen or Liliana. Or Josephine, for that matter. Cassandra has a complete arc. She does. Cassandra is phenomenally well written. Granted, she is a religious zealot, but she's a well-written religious zealot.
Lost candle.
Cassandra, Dorian, Blackwall, who is a fan, who the fan base shits on all the time, and I'm like, Blackwall's so well done, though. I'm trying to think if there's any... Vivienne is actually really well written for the most part, but her companion quest is awful. But Vivienne is well written. Varric is well written, but he gets a majority of his character development in Dragon Age 2. Varric's character does not progress much, if at all, in Inquisition. It just doesn't. Amazing. Oghren was better done than Sarah, and that is hard for me to say because everyone knows that. Like, if you know me, I hate Oghren. Which is so funny, because as a kid, he was one of my favorites, because I was a teenage boy when I played Inquisition, or Origins for the first time. So it was like, fart jokes and sex jokes. But yeah, anyway, I could bitch about Inquisition's failed potential, but that's the thing. Even with the failed, like the missed potential characters in Inquisition, it has some of the best... Oh, and Solus, obviously, is extremely well written. Has some of the best written characters in all of BioWare. Like Cullen, Blackwall, Solus, Cassandra. I mean, none of them are Fenris. But...
Now they
I still attest that Fenris and Alistair are still the best written characters in Dragon Age.
further while you may.
But you know what I appreciate more in this game after romancing her? Nev. Nev's romance is really solid. It's just, to me, she has the least compelling character arc in the game. And story arc.
It's like being in a very, very specialized museum.
Yeah, that's fair.
Purpose of the tableau.
Wait, did one just move?
That one's livelier. Here. Who were you when you breathed above?
This body was a tailor's, a mother's. She laughed and taught and wove the robes kings wore when they were crowned.
Someone must realign her thoracic vertebrae. I hope the novices are inspecting the displays.
I hope the novices are doing their job. It'd only be right, yeah.
Seems disrespectful to abandon something you built.
Precisely. No wonder there's been an uptick in hauntings.
Wait, what?
Oh, my daughter be running around. Yeah, anyway, there's... Dragon Age is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, right up there with the Baldur's Gate franchise. And no, not just because Baldur's Gate 3, I fucking adore Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 so much. Like, but Dragon Age is the epitome to me of the most potential in a fantasy franchise ever. And it still is really good! But there are certain things that hold every Dragon Age game back from being amazing. I think the exception to this is Origins. But even though I love Dragon Age 2, I really like Dragon Age Inquisition. People think I hate Inquisition. I don't hate Inquisition. At the end of my Inquisition Let's Play, I said it might have my favorite main story, but just everything else about the other two games I liked more. Especially the combat. And then Veilguard, I would still say I love this game. Like, I don't dislike this game. I don't even just like it. I still love it. But on multiple playthroughs, like, I will fully attest, my first playthrough through any story-based game that I really like, I'm going to overlook things. Even though, as a writer, I shouldn't. I will overlook things, but then on multiple playthroughs, I will notice the cracks in the armor, if that makes sense. So that's why this playthrough, I'm being more negative of Veilguard than I was on my Let's Roleplay. But it's just because I wanted so much from this game, and so much from Dragon Age in general, and I just keep being met with, that was really good! But could have been so much better. Like, every Dragon Age game has its problems, and the only one that I, as of now, would say is a 9 out of 10 or higher is Dragon Age Origins. I'd give Dragon Age 2 and Veilguard both 8 to 8.5, and Inquisition a 7.5 to 8 out of 10.
We light candles in remembrance of the dead.
Yeah, like, no, there's no such thing as a perfect game. There's just not. And, like, everyone's going to have their problems. I am willing to overlook a lot more of the problems in Origins than I am in Inquisition, because Origins' story and characters and world and setting, which is the thing, I would rather the Origins Dragon Age over the Inquisition Dragon Age, like, lore and, like, the feel of the game, any day. Same thing with Dragon Age 2 versus Inquisition. Because each Dragon Age game feels different. And that's why when people were saying Veilguard doesn't feel like Dragon Age anymore, I'm like, what the fuck do you mean? Every Dragon Age game has a different aesthetic.
Their last heir met his match against a Highland Ravager.
I would still say Dragon Age Origins is in my top 5 favorite games of all time. And I was actually thinking about it. In my top 20 video games of all time, there's only a handful of RPGs. Well, no more than a handful. It's mostly RPGs, but a lot of them are SRPGs or like Fire Emblem games and Soulsborne games and games like God of War Ragnarok, which I objectively think God of War 2018 and God of War Ragnarok are better written stories than anything BioWare has made, except maybe Baldur's Gate 2. But that's the thing. I talked about this in another stream, I think, previously. those games have an advantage when it comes to being a fantastic, amazing, perfect story. Like games like The Last of Us and God of War Ragnarok, God of War 2018, Ghost of Tsushima, like, which I will play on the channel eventually, Red Dead Redemption 2, all of them. They don't have to account for player choice. So they are able to tell a fluid story from beginning to end that is a satisfying narrative with emotional ups and downs and, like, heartstring pulls. They get to decide everything that happens. Nothing you do changes that. So, like, on the one hand, it makes for a better, more cohesive story. But on the other, I enjoy influencing the story in a video game. So while I get more emotionally attached to my favorite characters in RPGs, and like my character in an RPG, like I am far more attached to Wolfrun Thorn, my rook, than I am Kratos. But the story of Kratos, at least in the Norse games, the Greek games had decent stories, but they needed work. At least in the Norse games, you cannot argue that the Dragon Age games have a more cohesive, better told story, because they don't.
Are your plans?
Alchemy is my hobby. It's a break.
Biggest problem about Origins, I can overlook is rampant sexism for a lot of background characters who are spoken to differently. Well, that's just because I don't overlook it as a problem, but I also have this thing where, like, terrible people being terrible does not make a game terrible, if you know what I mean. Like, terrible characters in games, and regular people are shitty. Regular people are shitty a lot of the time. So I don't overlook that stuff, but it, like, can be world building. But, like, yeah, when it gets too much, it's bad. But one thing I do like about Origins, that in that regard, you do get plenty of times to, like, prove people wrong and have them fuck off.
Examining the graves?
Like, but that's also just a symptom of back in 2009, and especially when Origins was first being written in, like, 2002, if you wrote a dark fantasy game without sexism, homophobia, all that shit, you wouldn't have been... It would have been ripped apart. The game tells you on character creation, Joel died of that men and women are treated the same, then you get into the game and they're really not. I mean, I think that's just like a parallel of real life, though. Like, people tell, oh, men and women are equal, but then, like... And they should be treated equal. They are equal. Men and women are equal. But they are not treated equally, like, by any regard. Like, they're not. Pieces of shit people will treat someone differently for being different than them, no matter what, even if they are equal.
Ceremony, believe me.
Like, being equal and being treated equal are very... And I don't think the game says that men and women are treated equally, if I remember right. But even if it does, that's just the world building. That can be contradicted, like, with, like, how random everyday Joes interact with you. Like, I don't think it's okay. It's definitely not okay. But I'm also, like, I usually give things a little bit more leeway based on, like, the time they were written. Like, Tolkien I wouldn't consider Tolkien a sexist man. Like, I would not consider... Yes, it's in the character creator, but once again, I'm just going to say that just because, like, on paper in the world, men and women are treated the same. That is a statement that does not necessarily mean that is how every character is going to treat you. But I am willing... I don't overlook it. It's a problem. But if... But it's from 2009, man. Like... 2009 was not great time for anybody who was not a straight white man. It's still not a great time. And, like, if you're not anything but a straight white man, you're treated like shit. And that is how the times were back then. Like, I understand the time period it was written in. Nowadays, it would not have been written that way. Also, David Gator, he definitely leans into the dark fantasy tropes. And it's not really great sometimes, especially in the books, from what I've seen. The sexism is treated like it's just second nature to the world, which a lot of people say that contradicts where like, Dragon Age ends up.
I didn't. When I first arrived here, I was terrified.
And you still joined the Watchers?
They're what saved me.
I also don't think, though, that for me,
Come,
and
the
I don't
next
think that
lies ahead.
I feel like, okay, especially writing dark fantasy, this is one thing I don't like when people say this shit, like, you can't write negative things. Negative things can be written into a story and not be, like, what the author personally feels, or make the story worse for it. Like, you can write sexism from shitty people, or uneducated people. It's like, if you write a video game, or a book, or a movie, where there are people who are sexist just because of the way they were brought up, like, maybe they have internalized misogyny, and they treat people like shit because of it, but maybe either they don't realize it, and when they're corrected, they grow, or they do realize it, and they're an asshole. That is not really bad writing. That is opportunities for character growth, or opportunities to show, hey, this guy's a piece of shit. So it's like, I don't think we need everything to be cookie cutter and perfect and sweet and nice in our stories, because otherwise we wouldn't have some of the greatest stories of all time, like A Song of Ice and Fire, or even Legend of Korra. And let's face it, we're never getting an Origins remake or remaster, because EA does not give a shit about Dragon Age. Unless they sell it to somebody else, we're never getting a remake of any Dragon Age game. But, like, so I understand what you're saying, Hank, and I do agree that it is not a good thing for sexism to exist. Period. End of story. Men, women, non-binary people, everyone's equal. We are all equal. But it's just shitty that people treat people differently. But it can be a decent storytelling device if done well. And yeah, there's some times Origins does not do it well, but it's mostly because the majority of the writing staff on Dragon Age Origins were male. They didn't know what the fuck they were talking about. They didn't know how it worked. They didn't know what they were talking about. It's a problem.
Yes, exactly. This place is an abundance of history, of magic, of memories. The Watchers preserve it so the living may draw comfort from.
But, like, I don't think it makes Origins a worse game to depict shitty people having shitty behavior. I don't think it should be a crutch, though. And what I honestly feel like Dragon Age Origins abuses the racism and uses it as a crutch far more than the sexism.
Once you're ready, we'll need to ring the bell.
See, I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like most of the time when people were sexist in Dragon Age Origins, it was very clear that it was either internalized misogyny from the character, or they were a piece of shit. Or in Sten's case, just the fact that it was like, wait, Sten's culture was just like, this is weird. But then when you tell him it's different, he's like, I don't get it, but whatever. But it's like, Sten's hardcore part of the Qun, like, he's gonna have problems.
Our bonds seen and sealed.
But a lot of Origins writing team was, they were all very competent writers, but they also they also had a lot of weird opinions. Like, I love David Gator as a writer. He's a freaking great writer. But sometimes some of the shit that comes out of his mouth, I'm like, my guy, stop.
Metropolis hosts many spirits. We thank these guardians for their protection and friendship.
But I don't feel like, if I remember, there's ever like a really great like character that's supposed to be a good dude who is a misogynist, like sexist. I think the most thing I think of is like R.L. Eamon being like, oh, my lady, and stuff, like people treating you more like a lady if you're a human noble female Kuzland. But like, you quash that real quick and they're like, understood. Now, there are pieces of shit people in Dragon Age Origins who are sexist as hell. And like, that sexism exists in Mass Effect too. But the thing is, almost everyone that's not in your party in Mass Effect is a piece of shit.
Have you ever been frightened by the thought of dying, Rook?
Oh, hold on. Yeah, I think Valerius is actually kind of scared of death.
Hasn't everyone from time to time?
When I was younger.
I don't think the Origins devs like thought the sexism wasn't a problem. They were just trying to depict sexism realistically, and they didn't know how because most of them were men. The worst piece of writing in Dragon Age Origins is fucking Wynn. Wynn is so fucking terribly written.
Reasoned with, or soothed over.
I might need to replay Origins as a woman just to like see what you're saying, because I haven't played as a female character in Origins in years, so I might have to do that. I think I do it like every like few years or so, because I want to romance Alistair again. So I'm like, oh, time to romance Alistair.
Deep past the heart.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Hank. I think we're just having a difference of opinion on like what the the author's intent is always hard to discern.
Friends, I argued with teachers, yet it lingered. Manfred's right. That's maudlin enough.
Manfred's always
There are
right.
struggles, but a watcher should always find peace amongst the graves. And what sort of host would I be if we didn't end with some light refreshment?
Anything for Manfred.
Well, if Manfred's excited, how can I refuse?
Cheers.
Yeah, I do remember that, but I think a lot of it was just like it's not common, so they were like, oh, okay. And that's because it's not common in Ferelden specifically. Because Ferelden is definitely... Ferelden is the worst place in Thedas when it comes to being a patriarchy. Ferelden is 100% a patriarchy. And it's like, from what I can tell, the only nation on Thedas that is a full-on patriarchy, like, where women are like... And yeah, you can make Honora queen, but they're all like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, Honora can be queen on her own, so, like, that's, like, the most progressive thing they do. That's pretty cool. But, like, I don't know, it's a weird... Origins had some weird writing. I still love it to death, but it did have some weird writing, man. I do think overall it's the best written... Man, Dragon Age 2 might be better written. Like, Dragon Age 2 is definitely better written when it comes to characters. Necrosis. Why would I want chilled on Emmerich? Detonation damage plus 50%. Oh, what's that do? Increases damage when enemies already are afflicted by necrosis. Oh, hell yeah. That's a vital instance. Sundered effectiveness 10%. Sundered duration. Yeah, let's go duration. Like, there's definitely issues with it. And I'm glad there's not much of that in Veilguard. And there is even some in Inquisition. Like, straight up. Dragon Age 2, there's a lot. There's still a lot of the sexism in Dragon Age 2. Mostly pointed at Isabella, though. So I guess it's more like weird purity culture slut-shaming of Isabella that I didn't like in Dragon Age 2's writing a lot. It was never Isabella's direct story, but it was always like, when she's seen from other perspectives, they definitely like, oh, look at that whore, kind of like slut-shaming, and it's like, do we need to do that? Like, in general, though, sexism's fucking stupid. It really is. And any man who thinks... And I hate the argument all the time, anytime men go, oh, well, then why am I physically stronger than you? It's like, are you, though? I hear this all the time, like, these dudes are like, oh, if women are equal to men, then why am I strong? Are you stronger? Are you stronger? Are you? I don't think you are. It's always by the weakest men, too. It's never from... And even if it is from, like, jacked dudes, Or not even gigantic, it's from, like, little dudes who care more about how lean they are than how strong they are. It was Aveline that pissed me off, a powerful woman slut-shaming another independent, strong woman. Yeah, Aveline I actually think is a really well-written character. She's just a very divisive character. There are times I love her and times I hate her. The biggest thing that pisses me off with her is when you go with her to the Aeroshock and you're like, hey, you know those elves you're sheltering? Well, they're actually criminals. Can you give them back? And he's like, oh, hey, Vidathari, who'd you kill and why'd you do it? And they're like, yeah, a city guard R-worded our sister. And we reported him and nothing happened, so we killed him ourselves. And then when you ask Aveline, hey, is that true? She goes, there's rumors. I'm going to figure it out. I promise, Hawk. It's like, are you fucking kidding me, Aveline? Oh yeah. But it's like, oh god, it's so frustrating. Like, all cops are bastards, including Aveline Valen. Had to pick a fight the boys. The boys were... Well, that was a lot of time, but, like, I will say, like, dudes can... There are incredibly skilled, incredibly strong, incredibly talented fighting girls. Guys, I mean. But, like, those weren't the dudes talking shit about women. Like, female fights will rip each other apart, and, like, dudes who know how to fight will destroy a room. But, like, women who know how to fight will tear each other to pieces. It's the different, like, there's less collateral, if it makes sense. But, like, there's no, like, it's so fucking stupid when I hear dudes say shit like that. And I'm like, I look at the dude and I'm like, you don't know how to fight. You don't work out. Why are you saying you're stronger than anybody?
Kick some ass.
Like, even me, I am a professional level powerlifter. Am I stronger than every woman on the world? In specific lifts? Maybe. But in, like, every regard? No. There are women, like, great, are they, like, they're, like, upper echelon women of, like, strongest in the world, but there are women who squat more than me. I think there are women who deadlift more than me. I have to look that up. And there's women who outbench me in history, like, and I am in, if you look at my bench, squat, deadlift numbers, I am in the top 1% of strength of people in the world. And there are women who, in history, have been stronger than me.
I'm here to hit things.
That's a yes, then.
Like, so saying that men are just automatically stronger and superior physically to women is not technically true. It may be in different experiences true, like in specifics. It's a situationally true statement and a situationally false statement.
They said I could find you here.
It's just frustrating. Bigots frustrate me in all regards.
The Lords of Fortune don't mess around, do they? Hey, thanks for the lessons. I'll be back. I'm beat. I just gotta...
You just gotta...
Do you feel that? It's dark.
Uh-oh.
And they're so afraid. So alone.
Pudding? What's happening?
There's so many of them. All in my head. So much.
Freak out.
Shit. Oh, shit. Hey, let's just talk. Talk to me.
That was actually a pretty good
Feel it.
delivery on that. I actually like that line a lot.
Through the stone. Confusion. Isolation. Fear.
Whose fear?
Whatever was after me has turned on the dwarves. It's drawing me out. Drawing me down.
It's a trap. Testosterone is a performance-enhancing drug. Some women happen to naturally have high levels of testosterone. I'd bet any woman who's anywhere close to you in strength has high testosterone. Yeah, it is like true. Like on the base level, yes, are men stronger than women? Yes, it is true. But to say it is a universal fact, this is what I'm saying. It is not a universal fact. Like it's not. It is a majority. Yeah, like. Are there overall are most men stronger than most women? Yes, that is true. Well, not most men, but like in the general population, like the average woman versus the average man, yes, is the average man stronger? Yes. And when it comes to like high level strength competitors, like is a high level strength competitor mostly stronger than a high level strength competitive woman? Yes. But that does not change that there are some women who are stronger than like 90% of the men on Earth. True. The men saying it as a factor, saying it to prop themselves up over women. Exactly. And it's usually weak little bitch boys. I'm just going to say it. If you are... Honestly, let's be real here. If you are a man and you feel the need to state over and over that, well, men are physically stronger than women, it's like, are you though? Why do you need to say it? Why do you need to say it, dude? What's going on, man? And it's almost never people who work out. It's almost always little tiny baby bitch boys. And it's almost always conservative fucktwats, so I don't give a shit about their opinion. I have met some liberal men who are like, oh, well, men are strong. And it's like, yeah, we are, but like, why are, like, it's still... not objectively true all the time. Like, so what are you doing with that? It's frustrating. Sorry, that was a tangent I needed to go on, because, like... Oh, God, I forgot. We didn't save Minrathis this time. I don't know, man. I just don't see the need to want to... If you need to put other people down to make yourself look better in regards of, like, physicality and shit like that, it's like, are you really...
So,
Oh. Let me guess. You don't trust him either.
there's no playing with blood magic.
I know, but his family. I'll deal with it.
All right.
And I've had a lot of TED Talks tonight for this stream, haven't I? What time is it? Oh, it's 9 o'clock. We're going to take the break now. We're not done for the night, of course. We always take a break about a third or halfway through stream. We've been going for almost 2 hours now. So I'm going to take a quick break and tell my daughter that I love her, give her smooches. Tell my wife I love her, give her smooches. Tell my daughter night-night, because she'll probably be asleep by the time I'm done with stream. And then we'll be back in like 5-10 minutes. So we'll be back, everyone. Sorry for all the tangents and the TED Talks. I mean, it's pretty clear where I stand politically and where I stand like as a person. If you've watched any of my Let's Plays or Let's Roleplays or been on any of my streams. So like, but these are topics that need to be talked about in the gaming sphere, especially right now. Because there's so many right-wing grifter fucking gaming content creators that are just terrible fucking people. And I'm sorry, but they are terrible fucking people. Asmongold's a piece of shit. And then there's weird little weakling cowards who try to play the middle ground, like the Act Man, who's like, oh, well, I'm not a right-wing shield, but also that's a little too woke for me. It's like, you're a bitch. God. Anyway, I will be back in like 5-10 minutes, guys. Sorry, that tangent needed to get out for a while. I can't stand the middle of the road like, oh, well, maybe things can be too woke. No, they can't. They can't. You cannot be too inclusive. Anyways, guys, I'll be right back. I'm going to take a break. Here's the soothing tones of the Be Right Back music. Where did it go? So, be right back, and we will, in fact, be right back. Hey guys, we're back. We are back. Sorry for the break. Yeah, let's do this, Nev.
Let's try this again. Nev, we were going to talk. You come looking for me?
Hello, Alec. And Cedar. You sing at the Cobbled Swan. And
Oh, right. This quest is half as long if you don't save,
You called. I showed up.
if you don't save Minrathous.
Because the Venatori are targeting...
There's a whole chunk of that quest that's just gone. Huh. That's right.
You seem tough enough on your own. You really need us.
I get my knuckles bloody from time to time. But if you haven't noticed, there's a lot going on.
Cut to the chase, Alec.
The Venatori are taking our people, and they aren't shy about it. They walked into the Swan and abducted our boss, Marco Damas.
The Threads always kept their leader secret, pulling strings from the shadows.
Yeah, well, the Venatori found us out. Declared they were securing Docktown as they dragged him out. Cedar was performing at the time. So the whole thing...
They just walked in. The Venatori don't lack confidence.
I'd love to correct that, wouldn't you? It's an easy deal. Right, Nev? We've had our differences, but the Threads are better neighbors than the Venatori.
Docktown's ours. We want them out as much as you.
The cult's got an inside track on our members. They're watching us. But you?
I get it. You give us the lead, we go in alone.
They're holed up in the Thread Market. I'll get you access. Still won't be easy.
It's never easy.
Good luck, all right.
We got this.
Here's hoping.
So, we're rescuing the leader of a crime syndicate.
The Threads protect their streets. If we can swing power back in their favor, Docktown...
Fair enough. Oh yeah, the game won't let you fast travel at this point.
needs whoever will fight for it. Let's get to the market.
Currently inaccessible. Okay, how do I get there, Nev? Wonder why they got rid of the little like thing icon that like shows you which direction you're supposed to be going. Okay. Scout trees are now just clearing out Lord Gaspin's banner in the Hossberg wetlands. Fun! Is that blocked off too? Great. Fuck you, game. Okay. This way, maybe? I can go this way, so I think this is where I'm supposed to go. What the fuck, game? Where do I go? Reach the thread market. Okay, how the fuck do I get to the thread market? This is gonna annoy the fuck out of me, isn't it? Do I have to go? Oh my god, I do, don't I? I have to go all the way the fuck around this bullshit. Ugh! Okay, and where... I hate this game for this regard, like, being unclear. I missed that little marker that the game had. Like, what was the point in getting rid of that? That little marker that was like, oh, hey, go this way on screen. I didn't turn it off. Is it just gone on Nightmare? That would be really dumb. It's supposed to go this way, right?
Alright, so when we...
They must have eyes on the lamplighter. Ellie did have one of their friends.
Whoop! Trying to kill the mages first, guys. Come on. Fuck off, cunt. I absolutely parried that. I hate... God. I don't hate playing as a rogue. I'm not going to say I hate it. But man, are you a weak little bitch compared to warriors. See what I mean? I got hit twice! At full health! Oh, it's because you're a nightmare, Cole. No, it's not. As a warrior, I never got so much as 5 hit on Nightmare. Rogues are just pussies. It's a fact. Rogues are just pussies. Acrobatics apparently does nothing. Sorry for any rogue mains in the house, but your class is shit. Or you just built it wrong. Either way. You can build a warrior like shit and still be unstoppable in this game. How are you able to do that when you're not a mage? That's bullshit.
That's it for now, but we need to move before any more.
If the Venatori are against the threads, why take that? Thomas, why not kill him at the swamp?
The threads must have something the Venatori want.
The Venatori's schemes will end here.
Keep your eyes open.
They can do it while not a mage because the Venatori are cheaters. Yeah. Though to be fair, I can't even say that because Reaper warriors can create fucking tornadoes of...
They're using mind control on the threads.
So what now?
The threads are compliant. Out of danger for now, but we need to get out. Take out the mages in charge and we break the control.
Already on.
Okay, can you two kill this one? I just need to focus on ranged, I think. Which I don't... I know I built myself as a ranger, but like... The melee combat in this game is so fun.
We need to close in. Fight harder, sacrifices.
Product tornadoes. Love him. What's your resistant? You're not resistant to anything. Oh, gods. Get him.
Got you covered.
Die, die. I also just need to remember my combos. I bitch a lot when I'm playing like shit. But then at least afterwards I admit, oh, I was playing like shit. But a lot of that was not me playing like shit. A lot of that is the rogue class being fun, but not good. Like, Rogue is so much more fun than Mage to me, but man is Mage better. Where's the do it. Oh, I gotta get it through the wall. Do it, Nev.
You got it.
Okay, do I need to do it again?
Got it.
Good! There we go. What the hell? That was a drop for a second. What did I just pick up? I missed what I picked up. Was it anything good? A new bow? Short bow. Nope, we don't use short bows. Oh, auto explode. Nice. Come on. And slicey slice. Nev, get him. Wait, I thought you were dead. Get and stab.
They're controlling kidnapped threads with blood magic. If one of them revealed Damas, taking the boss gets them everything. We need to find him.
Cool.
Free the captives here too.
Wait, I heard something. Someone up ahead.
Oh look, plate armor. Like, I get they want everyone to be able to wear every type of armor for build purposes, but it's like, why the fuck are you giving me plate armor? I am a rogue. At the same time, it's like, I guess you could be a rogue wearing heavy armor. I don't see the point to that, because you're not going to do much with your abilities.
Quite the setup. That's Markle Damas. I could take him off your hands.
He's not mine to give. Damas serves our best.
Hello, Nev. I've missed you.
You know me.
Damas doesn't, but I do. You stopped me once, but my purpose remains.
Aelia.
Rid Mirathis of this criminal. Kill him. Will anyone notice in Docktown? I won't be stopped.
What have you done, Aelia? Speaking directly through him. Puppetry. The blood magic needed.
Impressed? It pales next to the power Devinter once had.
See, Frank controls minds.
Hi. Aelia, was it? Hate to break up the reunion.
Medium armor is good for that. I use medium armor as rogue and warrior for sure.
Our cities suffer. You dealt with Bataris and his relic. You found us here. No further. The risen God showed me the path.
Also, a high, low gains voice actor.
I am this city's.
I'm tired. Now we have to boss fight against the man we're here to save.
Do Damas fast, but keep him alive.
I would use him for something better, even if it's.
Do it.
Stop it.
No one should die like that.
No,
This person controlling Davos.
We can talk later.
Whew. Ah, I shouldn't have used that one. That's bullshit! Why can you do that after a combo? Why can you immediately parry, like, right after you comboed? Player characters can't do that. See? He does any move, and then he can parry. Meanwhile, I have frames where I'm locked in. That's bad game design. I'm sorry. That's bad game design. But it's never been a problem as a warrior, because I can just overpower them. Honestly,
Leave them out of it. Got company to the left. I've got the setup, you do the rest.
I hate everything to do with this fight. How? That's bullshit that you can fucking do that! Like, that is just bad game design. Oh, well, they finished their combo, so technically... No, that is not how the human body works. That is not how That is not how this... Fucking input reading pussy. Get him. Yeah, I know. Honestly, these double scythe enemies are the worst fucking enemies in the game. Period. End of... How did he block me when he was mid-combo? And it's not just Venatori. Any enemy type that has this stupid...
Bring him down and aliens will drop control. They won't send back up after that.
Oh my god. Some of the boss fights are very cheaty, Damascens are. Well, yeah, it's anytime they have the double scythes. The double scythes are just... Like, they're doing things that they should... How do you block an arrow without a shield? How do you... You can't do anything to him unless you're a warrior. Or a mage. Like, rogue is hard mode. You have to use charge attacks on these guys. Which opens you up. Charge attacks as a rogue open you up for so much damage to be dealt to you, it's not even fair. Like, as a warrior, charge attacks are really good.
It secures the Venatori a little more power, but I know you. There's more. You're setting us up. For what?
For Mirathos. Our ancient power restored. Our destiny renewed.
And damn the lives it takes. We've played this game before.
The game never ended.
I know your type.
Ah, I get it. Fancy speeches, horrible plans. You're just like any other Venatori.
Rook.
Mirathos is broken, but you like it. Does it flatter your ego to leave the city as it is? To prove your cynicism right?
I don't like Ailey as a villain. Ailey is not very well written.
Goodbye, Nev. Fen'Harel. Fucking cultist snakes.
Oh, that's just game fucking up on you, though. I'm just bitching a lot because I'm enjoying playing a rogue, like, for the fact that the gameplay is fun. But I'm starting to see, like, what people are complaining about. Like, whenever I was playing a warrior, I didn't have any complaints, like, on every difficulty. Because warrior is just, like, you can bash through everything so quick. And there is a build built around charge attacks. So those bosses I never had trouble with until I played a rogue.
I know we're here to save him, but
Or the double scythe enemies in general. And now I go, ugh, anytime I see one.
Fair enough.
Nev Gallus, if you're here, Alex sent you.
You're welcome.
You did me a favor. I heard you stopped a red lyrium relic, and the Venatori responsible walked. Bataris. I've got dirt on him.
Enough for the shadows to make a move.
Consider it my thanks.
Deal, yeah.
Bataris put lives at risk. If you can take him down,
Do it.
Consider it done. The threads protect their streets. It looks like you do, too.
It probably won't be a super long stream tonight, guys. We'll probably only go for like 3 hours total. I'm kind of tired, man. Like, so my daughter woke me up earlier than normal last couple of days. I haven't been sleeping the best, so.
I gave Damas's information.
I also was sick for like 2 weeks straight. I'm also just annoyed all the time because I haven't gone to the gym in a week, and that frustrates the fuck out of me.
I didn't expect backup for this.
Like, without the gym, I am... Sorry, I keep talking over their dialogue this episode. I don't know. I guess it's just because I'm irritated. I get irritated as fuck when I haven't been to the gym. Like, I am... It's like being hangry, but like times 5. Yeah, it got weird, but we're good. We can talk over the dialogue. If you want to watch me react to all the dialogue, go watch my Let's Play on YouTube. Go watch my Let's Roleplay. This is for fun. This is just to have fun.
A damn fanatic.
My Let's Roleplay is where I get really into the story and
I
characters.
caught her trying to save the city. The ritual, what she wanted.
And I've heard this dialogue several times.
I caught her. The Templars had her. Turns out, Aelia had sympathy in the right places. She disappeared from her cell, but I had a lead. I should have gone alone. But I went looking for backup. Someone I could trust. Rana. I found her partner first.
Oh, yeah.
Brahm always wore that Andrastian pendant. Had it that night, too.
Mm.
He was a pain. But at the end of the day, he always showed up. Tried to do the right thing. Like it's easy. He went in too fast. Aelia found him, she got out. Brahm didn't.
Damn. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Me too. Aelia's trail went cold after that. The Templars stopped putting people on it. They buried Brahm's death. Like it was nothing. Said it wasn't an official case.
All cops are bastards. Even the good ones get fucked over. So.
He helped me.
Brahm got fucked over by the other cops. That's how it goes.
A dragon attack, Aelia's back and back to
I do like how Bioware, even when they write a good cop, they usually either only become a good person after they leave being a cop, like with Garrus, or they still are a little, like with Aveline. I've got your back.
I wasn't there for the dragon. If only I could be everywhere at once. But even if I'm late, I've got your back. Hopefully that's enough.
Yeah.
I'll take late over never. And I'm around if you need me.
Poor Nev, I brought her with me on the ritual site, so she got that big cut on her forehead, and I fucking saved Treviso. Fighting chance. What's this? Nev, what you got? Level up. Oh yeah, you can't heal me, so... Weakened duration. Sorry, guys. Oh, lots of people want to talk to me. Fighting chance, check in with the team. Okay, who wants me to talk to them first? Oh, it's just this thing. Let's go talk to Tosh and Harding, then Emmerich, then Lucana, so then we'll...
I need to get the team around the table and talk about what's next.
We'll probably end tonight's episode. Well, no, we've still got like 30 minutes left. We got time. First, let's go talk to Tosh and Harding and kickstart their romance, I think.
So
their romance is so cute.
does the fire
It's almost worth not romancing Tosh.
or I don't know, like something else inside you?
No, it has to be me.
This will be interesting because normally in this conversation, playing a warden, what they do is they look as like, I don't know, what's your gray warden stuff? What's it like for you? It's like part of you, right? But like, I'm interested in what they're gonna say here. Probably nothing because I'm just a guy. I'm not a warden.
What if it's not? How? Sometimes the stone magic feels like something else in me. It's me, but it's not me. You know?
You have to feel the magic as part of you. You can't control it till you admit it's yours.
Ooh, magic talk.
Comparing magic.
It's nice to have someone else who understands.
It's not that different. Fire and stone are just training. Like crows training with daggers.
Yeah, but okay. So there's a dialogue option here no matter your faction, but like this kind of doesn't make sense. Like,
Me stabbing someone with daggers isn't magic, though.
Neither's what we do. We aren't doing fade crap. There are no demons.
You make it sound so easy.
Hmm.
You know how many times I set my
Fair.
bed on fire? My mother had to get special sheets.
Are there fire-resistant sheets in the world of Dragon Age?
Thanks, Tosh. That really helps.
I guess you like sneeze or cough in your sleep and then fire everywhere.
She smells really good.
How you doing over there?
What? Shut up. Nothing.
Oh, well, I'm convinced.
I want to get her something. What do you think she likes?
No, what you need to do, my friend, is what my father would do, and just make little innuendo comments whenever you're in conversation, but don't make them too obvious. Oh, wait, what would you do? Oh, that would not work for you at all. No. You're not good enough at talking for that, Tosh. So you get her some cheese. Get Harding some cheese.
Cheese. Everyone likes cheese.
No, I like cheese. Harding deserves better than something I like.
Aw,
Trust me on
that's
this.
kind of a sad thought.
Fereldans love cheese. And you could share it.
I'm blaming you if it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's the spirit.
Harding approves, Tosh approves. Hell yeah. Oh, hey! Tosh got to level 5 on that. Firestorm, Dragonfire Strike. I should probably... You know what? I don't think I don't really want to use Fire Breath, and I'm going to be using Tosh. I'm going to be using the Firestorm. Dragon's Roar, effective radius 100%. While you're effective 50. Yeah, we gotta make Tosh more of a tank. They're the barbarian of the party. We gotta make them more of a tank, right? Oh yeah, I got some plate armor I'm never gonna use. Okay, now we need to talk to Emmerich and Lucanis. And then everybody. Let's go talk to Emmerich.
With all my regards. Oh, but I don't want them to think me homesick.
It's okay to be homesick, Emmerich. It's not a problem to miss something.
Rook, hello. Just composing a few letters. I'm most interested in our adventures.
I love Manfred. Are you watchers also mortalitasi?
So, I've heard people call necromancers mortalitasi. What's the difference between them and the Mournwatch?
Yeah.
Oh, all Navaran necromancers are mortalitasi. The Watchers are a special order within them.
Okay. Because Cassandra's uncle was a mortalitasi.
Privileges and attendant responsibilities.
I remember when they first announced Veilguard, I thought Emmerich might be Cassandra's uncle, but then I remember they gave him a name, and I was like, oh man.
What's the Mournwatch do?
Our first duty is safekeeping the Grand Necropolis and preparing the funerary dead. Another is stopping misuse of dark magic and necromancy.
Must keep you busy.
Not often, but on occasion.
Tell me about the Necropolis. Yeah. I love the Mournwatch and how they're written, especially Emmerich. The Mournwatch are so fucking cool. Like my mage run, I played a Mournwatch. Well, I started a mage Mournwatch, but I haven't beaten it yet.
Are pledged to an eternal vigil.
What do Watchers watch for?
There are stranger and more dangerous things than spirits in the Fade Rook.
Makes sense.
The Watchers stand against them when their shadows rise.
Anything lately?
A few portents I cannot put down solely to the chaos of the elven gods, but nothing definitive. Perhaps only shivers in the void.
Ooh, shiver. I'll show you my shivering void. What?
I couldn't help overhearing the word homesick.
Oh, I'm fine. Completely absorbed in our venture. But if I were home, I'd be preparing for new students or requests to speak to the dead.
You didn't give up being a teacher, did you?
Stop teaching just to be with us, did you?
I'm long overdue for a sabbatical.
Okay, that's fair.
Do you know how many students the faculty wanted in my class next season? 10! How's one meant to tailor separate lessons for 10 pupils at a time? Honestly.
Every single teacher in the United States just went, I would kill for 10 students in my class. So Fortune, he's the one I'm going to take slowly and see if I can get more than 75% of the codexes this time. His name's Coda. That's pretty cool. The Lords of Fortune just got, like, no content. It makes me, like, really not want to play them much. Because I watched Meg Mage's Let's Play of a Lord of Fortune, and God, they got no content. Which sucks, because Tosh is part of them, and so is Isabella. I get why they don't want to give Isabella too much content, because they don't want to, like, canonize things that could happen in Dragon Age 2, but I wanted more Isabella.
You can get anything out of the dead, and they just let you leave Navarra.
My gift has limitations. The dead only know what they did in life. What was clear under the sun is sometimes blurred when I revive them.
Makes sense.
Honestly, some conversations aren't worth the trouble. Death encourages obstinacy.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense. You're already dead. What reason would you have to be forthcoming? Especially if you're annoyed at being dead.
I wanted to thank you for your company in the memorial.
I fucking love Manfred.
There's another ceremony I have to perform there. If you'd like to visit again. Not yet, but soon.
We're gonna flirt with Emmerich more.
You know, I can't turn down spending more time with you.
How lovely to hear you say so.
Spend time with Peepaw.
Always be glad to show you around the tombs, my dear. At your pleasure.
Ooh, Peepaw.
Wonderful.
Damn it, Magnate! So she started calling, she romanced Emmerich and started calling him Peepaw, and then the entire Dragon Age community started calling him Peepaw. And I'm like, why are we calling Emmerich Peepaw when he's like, got the horniest romance in the game? Except apparently for Davrans, but we'll find that out. All I know is Emmerich dicks you down in a coffin, and it's... Let's talk to Lucanis. Oh! Hi, Spite!
Demon's back.
I don't think he ever leaves, actually.
Then he's acting weird.
Smells like melon and wood smoke.
Hey! No! No! Sit your ass back down.
I'll handle this. Maybe make sure the alluvium room is blocked.
Now we get to talk.
Yeah, about freeing Lucanus. Give me my friend.
You're right. Let's talk about you getting out of Lucanus's body.
Lucanus made a deal he hasn't kept.
What deal?
Break our chains, kill, escape our prison, and live.
Isn't that what happened?
See, I made Emmerich a Lich once, and I'll never do it again. I'll never make Emmerich a Lich again after I saved Manfred on my second run. Because he's just so happy to have Manfred around.
You got your freedom. Maybe it's not what you imagined, but that's not Lucanus's fault.
We had a deal. He listened to you. Tell him. Make him. Rook?
You were sleepwalking.
Spite was sleepwalking.
He didn't go anywhere. Nothing happened.
This time.
I didn't want you to see that. Again.
I think we're going to avoid these options for now. Just because I don't want to get roped into another rope. Because that's what happened in my first playthrough. Even though I'm very glad in my Let's Roleplay, my blind Let's Roleplay on the channel, we romanced Tosh. I do feel like I got kind of like locked in early when I could have pursued Balara or Davern a little bit, but could be worse, right?
You didn't manage to leave the room, and Tosh didn't hit you with an axe. That's all that matters.
Sometimes make him lich with a delicious eggs. Apparently, Hassan and Spider both struggling with it. Both struggle with it. Yeah. Also, he makes a very compelling argument for becoming a lich.
I guess.
Yeah, so we're gonna cut off romance with Lucanus. Let him and Nev... Oh, he's thinking about it. He's like, damn it. Let him and Nev go be happy. Because I actually do love the Nev and Lucanus. And then I had the one person who subscribed to me for a little bit, who, like, was one of those women who, like, hated Nev just because he can romance Lucanus, and I was like... And then I made that video, that short, where I was like, hey, hating Nev for this reason is a red flag, and she just was, like, so mad. And I noticed I lost a subscriber that day, and I was like, I know who I lost. She doesn't deserve to be on my channel anyway. Women going after other women, they don't deserve to enjoy the fun of my channel. We're going to gather the team.
It's the risk of the path we've chosen. Sorrow and anger waiting in abundance. Familiarity rarely dulls their teeth.
Right. Spend enough time as a warden and you'll see plenty of death. Thought I'd gotten used to it. But Weishaupt.
You blame yourself. If you'd been faster or fought harder. If you hadn't missed your best shot at the architect of all that misery.
You did your best. Both of you.
We all did. This means our best must be better.
It will be. Next time, we'll be ready.
Count on it.
Some of this game's fans are so weird. Apparently there's a hardcore Harding haters because Harding calls Lucanus an abomination, but that's just factually what he is. That is a word in the Dragon Age world for someone possessed by a demon. It's called an abomination. Like, oh my god. Yeah, Harding is very suspicious of Lucanus at first. Very. But she has every right to be with the shit she saw in Orlais with the Inquisition.
And Davrin's still self-righteous. Judgmental, too. Typical warden.
If we let that get in the way of stopping the gods,
we won't.
Dude, the Dragon Age fandom in general can be full of some of the most toxic motherfuckers. Like, I still say the Baldur's Gate 3 fandom is worse in specific regards. Like, the Ascended Astarian fan people are... Oh, if you say anything negative about Ascended Astarian. If you even say he's evil, which he is...
We can't afford...
Yeah! Plus, Beric definitely told stories.
Returning from Treviso has put much into perspective. Our arguments, our personal problems, it's as Emmerich says. They hold us back.
we won't stop the gods while other worries weigh us down.
I'm pleased my words provided clarity on how we all felt. Now, if I may suggest...
Rook, I've been looking for you.
Something wrong?
Evka sent word. They found something.
Right then. Rest of you, find Tash and Nev. Let's go see what the Wardens have to share.
Okay. Gather the team at the library table. Okay. Which I think this is going to be the whole, hey, the Blighted Dragons. We already do the Blighted Dragons. Did we already do the Blighted Dragons? I don't remember. No, we didn't. Yeah, no, we haven't done those yet. Oops.
We've gotten word from the Wardens.
Have they found Ghilan'nain?
Not yet, but they found something else worth killing. One of her blighted dragons.
Yeah, we're about to do it.
The
Okay.
one to attack Minrathis.
No, the one from Treviso.
Damn it.
Where is it?
Hofsburg, not far from Lavendel.
Feels convenient, yeah.
So this blighted dragon just happens to lick its wounds near a bunch of Wardens. Seems convenient. I don't trust it. Everyone's coming on this one, no exceptions. We need to put this thing down.
I mean, everyone was here for Weishaupt too, Rook.
We've got a dragon hunter on our side. Right, Tash?
Yeah, that's point Arlasan is at as well. They're just gonna go clear out the other side quest first. It's not very hard for me since I just bring Davern and Neb, but I don't know, it stresses me out. Yeah. We got this.
We took down an archdemon, and we nearly defeated this dragon last time. We'll handle whatever the gods throw at us. Now let's go kill this thing.
Okay, we're not doing that today. We'll start next stream with that. What we are going to do is do some of these gates real quick. We'll start with the lowest level 1. And we'll bring my favorite team to bring anywhere. Davern and Balara. Do a couple of quests real quick, and then we're going to end the episode. Well, end the stream, I guess. It's not really an episode. Unlock the Path of Parchip. Did I not? I'm not going to do all of these like side quests on screen. I'm going to do some of them off screen just to like make things easier. But I'll do the big side quest boss fights on screen. Just because they're fun. Oh, right. There's new things I can buy here, too.
We're saving their home.
We sure are.
What does spirits spend money on? Never mind. What do you have?
It's actually pretty good. Now here's the one that's the Manrathis. Oh, do I want a katana? No. Oh. Yeah, I'll buy that for Nev. Buy that for Nev too. Duelist blade. I'll buy that. Why not? What's over here? What you got? Sabers. Seafarer's Cutlass. I already have that one. That's the last one. No, nope, this one's the last one. Ooh, Ferelden Falchion. We can't equip it right now, but we can look at that later. Is this armor better than what I got? Oh, absolutely not. I love how I have a legendary Grey Warden armor on already. Nev. That is indeed better than what you got. And it looks better. I don't like Nev's stupid hat. I do not like... Dude. Arlasan, I targeted the mage. Why did you go 90 degrees, hit the rogue, Davern hat, and set overwhelmed? Oof. Oh, Veilguard. There are definitely issues with you, Veilguard. Oh! This is the one with Venatori. Bring in Nev. Why does Nev just staple a potholder to your... How does he keep... she probably keeps it with, like, bobby pins or something. We're still bringing Davern. I just have to use hit. Because, like, there's a lot of Venatori over here. We're going to do this side quest and then end the stream, I think.
Let's get it first.
Nope. Get out of here. Come on. Oh, I hit the wrong one with that, but okay. Get him. I will say I'm far more likely to play... I do like how I have more party balance playing as a rogue. Because I need it. Like, I need Davrin or Tosh most of the time. I don't use rogues very often, though. Get him! Stab, spin, and stuff. I can make it difficult. I just missed an inanimate object.
We cut off the power they're channeling.
Oof. I know I bitched a lot about the gameplay today, but I chose this. I chose to play on Nightmare. I could always lower the difficulty, but then I'd be what we call in the industry bitch boy. Listen, I've been playing Souls games for too long, man. I can't lower difficulty. Is that better than she's got? No, it's not. I'm glad that thing doesn't just disappear when the timer runs out. It doesn't make sense why it doesn't, but I'm glad it doesn't. And we will be playing Veilguard, I think, once a week for a while. Unless there's another game I decide I want to start playing, like Blind.
There. Strike now.
Hi. Okay, fine. I'll go back down and kill you both. Like, Veilguard will just be a game that we're slowly beating over time, like with this character. But, like, we're definitely going to go on a break from Veilguard when the first Berserker Kazan comes out. Because that game will be the priority on the channel for streams when it comes out. Maybe not even streams. I might just do a Let's Play of that. Which is why I want to beat the Nuzlocke before I... Nah, I'll probably just straight up stream that game, because that's a game... That game is made for Cole. Kazan the First Berserker is made for Cole. Whoop. Whoop. Oh, I'm so glad I did not fall there. Wanderer's long coat. Come on there. But yeah, and once we beat Baldur's Gate 3, or Mass Effect 3, whichever comes first, it's gotta be Mass Effect 3. We're gonna beat that game long before Baldur's Gate 3 on the channel. I will start recording Divinity Original Sin 2, maybe some other games. Like, I have not played Final Fantasy VII Remake and Rebirth, even though I fucking love Final Fantasy, and Final Fantasy VII is, kind of cliche here, my favorite Final Fantasy. So, I would very much want to play Final Fantasy VII Remake.
Mandatory can't lock us out anymore.
They asked for it.
Company, get ready.
But Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be the focus after we beat Mass Effect 3. And I mean, I'm playing it alongside Mass Effect 3 right now, and based on how many views that first episode of my modded Mass Effect or Baldur's Gate 3 run got, that first episode has had more likes than any video since the finale of Veilguard. And it's looking to surpass it. I guess people wanted a modded Goliath Barbarian run. Yeah, Hank, if you haven't seen that, you need to watch my Baldur's Gate 3 playthrough that's going on the channel right now. I hit the wrong one. You know what, Blizzard? Yeah, there we go. Oh, I forgot headshots in... Oh. Oh, nice. Oh, right. I saw you post in the Discord about that. I'm glad I was able to motivate you.
More likely they co-opted it to seal off this place.
Damn. I one-shot that guy. Hell yeah. And then we've got... I forgot that you said that it was, like, what got you to do it. But, like, appreciate that, man. That's going to start being 2 episodes a week. Gonna Riz the Wizard. Hell yeah. Ivar is probably gonna end up with Shadowheart, but there is a very good chance he also Rizzes the Wizard. Because Gale is... I have basically said the most likely romance options for Ivar are Shadowheart. I think I say this like episode 2 or 3. Are Shadowheart and Gale. But I'm leaving the option open for both Minthara and Will. I don't think Lae'zel is going to be an option. I'm straight up saying Karlach cannot because I romanced her in my first run on the channel. And he might, if he romances Shadowheart, he'll probably romance Halcyon too, just because. Why would you not? But that will be how we... But that's going to be 2 episodes a week now, so I changed my schedule a little bit for those of you watching after this or watching currently who'll be watching my Mass Effect. Instead of being 3 days a week, Mass Effect is going down to 2 days a week, and Baldur's Gate 3 is going to be 2 days a week as well, instead of once a week. Because I think once a week, with the amount of people who watched that first episode, I feel like people want to see it enough that I need to start putting it out twice a week. So it'll be Monday Mass Effect, Tuesday Baldur's Gate 3, Wednesday Mass Effect, and then Friday Baldur's Gate 3. Well, that doesn't work. Nope. Nope. Whoop. Yeah, we're ultimate time. But yeah, no, so that schedule's changing a little, which means Mass Effect 3 will take a little bit longer to finish, but you just get more content from me with that. So it helps me, helps you guys. Get it. Get it? Oh, headshot. Yeah, see, I bitch about this game, and then like the archer combat is so fun. Still not sold on the twin swords. It's okay, I guess. It's just not as fun as the sword and board or the weapon and shield to me. Or frankly, the I like the orb and dagger fine, I suppose. But yeah, my Baldur's Gate 3 run will be a lot of fun, and I can't wait to record more. I've recorded 4 episodes, and I can't wait to record more. The first 3 are up for members. So if you want to watch the first 3, go ahead and become a member. Davern, can you, come on. I've been thinking about playing Avowed on the channel. I mean, I told that to a friend and somebody was like, well, then you'll get targeted by the grifters. And I was like, homie, my channel got popular from playing Veilguard. That's how I got big on fucking... Well, not big. That's how I got even any remote success on YouTube, was from Veilguard. The anti-woke crowd already hates me. But I do love the Dragon's Orb. But like, I've been thinking about playing Avowed, but I also am just playing too many games right now on the channel. Like, if I started playing Avowed, that would be too much, I think, because I'd have to beat it before the first Berserker comes out at the end of March on stream. And I feel like that's a game I want to let's roleplay.
We've seen them before. Better keep it safe.
I feel like Avowed is a game I want to do a let's roleplay of. Versus the first Berserker, you can't really roleplay it, so I'm just going to do a let's play. And I do need to get back to The Witcher 3 at some point, probably after Baldur's Gate. But, like, I got too many things about it on the channel right now. Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I'm going to beat Mass Effect 3, and then once I beat Mass Effect 3, I've already promised, I mean, you've seen my post. I've already put up a vote of what game do y'all want to see, and it was unanimously Divinity Original Sin 2, although I didn't put Avowed as an option. So I think it'll probably have to wait until I finish Baldur's Gate 3 is when else can start Avowed. Because I do want another story-based game to play on the channel. I just don't have a lot of Let's Role-playable games coming out soon, if that makes sense. Because everything I'm looking forward to that's like a Let's Role-play, like I can actually like fully get immersed and role-play my character, is like Avowed, or comes out in 2026. At least that I know of. I could be wrong. There could be something that comes out this year that I'm like, that's a Let's Role Play. I could play. I've been meaning to play Cyberpunk too. Because I know one of my friends really wants me to play Cyberpunk on the channel. My friend Michelle really wants me to play Cyberpunk on the channel so she can play with me. But we're going to wait and let Veilguard's just going to kind of be in the background for a while. Like, it's going to be a game that we play when we play it. Like, it's not going to have a default, like, we're playing it now. Because we've already beaten it on the channel. Like, we already have the Let's Roleplay. So, like, the streams are just for fun, for Veilguard. I will do some streams of blind games eventually, but probably not, like, maybe the first Berserker. I'm still debating if I'm going to stream that or just record it. But the next things on the channel, once we finish Mass Effect 3, it's going to be pretty much all Larian, because it's going to be Divinity Original Sin 2 and Baldur's Gate 3, and then the first Berserker on streams. And I still got the Nuzlocke going too, so like... But the Nuzlocke are just kind of like extra content, if that makes sense. Like, they're not the primary content on the channel, obviously. Like, those are just kind of like, hey, yeah, here you go, fun content. Because, like, I'm definitely not ever going to become a strict Pokatuber. That's not what I'm going to do. That's not what I'm about at all. I love Pokemon, but absolutely not. But what I will probably do... I have a list of games I want to play, and not all of them are RPGs. Like, I do want to play the God of War games on the channel. I want to play Ghost of Tsushima. I want to play Ninja Gaiden. I want to play more of the Souls-likes. But right now, the lineup is straight up Baldur's Gate 3, Divinity Original Sin 2, with the first Berserker Kazan. Once I beat those three... Like, once I get close to beating one of them, I will have another game, like, ready to go. Like, I think Avowed will be after Baldur's Gate 3 or Divinity Original Sin 2, whichever one I beat first. Which, from what I've heard, Divinity Original Sin 2 is a very long game, too. So it'll probably be after we beat Baldur's Gate 3, we'll start Avowed. And then after we beat the first Berserker, I don't know. I'll have to figure that out. Maybe that's when we start God of War or Ninja Gaiden. And then after we beat Divinity, maybe we play Kingdom Come Deliverance or Cyberpunk 2077, because I have not played any of those games, and I think they'd be fun Let's Roleplays. But anyway, guys, I think we're going to call it for today. Yeah, we're going a little over 3 hours. Shorter stream than normal, I know. I normally go 3.5 to 4 hours, but your boy's tired, and I need to take a break before I start recording, because I might record a little today. I don't know, I might just wait till tomorrow. But anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching the stream. If you enjoyed the stream, leave a like on the video and subscribe if you aren't already. And if you would like to contribute even more than just a subscription, feel free to become a member. You get special perks, like getting to watch videos upwards of a week to 2 weeks early. But anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all on the next stream, which will either be Tuesday or Thursday. I'm planning on streaming 3 times this week, but looking at my schedule, I may have double booked myself on either Tuesday or Thursday. I gotta talk to a friend who I haven't hung out with in a while and just see what our plan is and go from there. But I will stream at least one more time this week. And it'll be Pokemon for the next stream, so look forward to that. It'll either be my rival lock, my versus with Caleb, or it'll just be the Pokemon Sword Nuzlocke. But anyway, guys, I'll see y'all next stream. Or if you can't wait till my next stream to watch my content, I got plenty of Let's Roleplays and Let's Plays on the channel for you to check out. Anyways, thanks for